Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
So finally, a first down run. The offensive line has got to feel a whole lot better about themselves because I think they were starting to wonder, were we ever going to solve this defense and be able to do what we like to do, which is run the football.
They'll run here with Pacheco.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
That's good, hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He may go. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Giants have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it...
That's caught inside the 20. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. 66 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but...
Puts it on the carpet, it's out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And the return will stop right around the 25.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
following the fumble recovery. Daniels completes it to Fant on the right side. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up second down. That right there, career catch number 541, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Kellen Winslow, who also obviously played the tight end position.
Yeah, and helped revolutionize it when he was in San Diego. But how about what we're seeing right here? You're talking about 541 catches at the tight end position. You talk about lofty territory, rare air. He has a lot to be proud of in his career.
And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 15-yard line. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up.
Let's go now.
Throwing now is Daniels. This is the tight end Fant. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
To the air goes Daniels. Going right back to Fant. And the Seahawks are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
Pacheco will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And able to get this out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you've got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Allen going to throw. Flush to his right. Still going inside the 20. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. This guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Allen. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown.
Malik Neighbors.
He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list.
And the Giants are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
To throw is Daniels.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted.
And the Giants are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Wide open receiver complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
The Giants at 4-3, a game over 500. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Allen.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Giants first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
On first down, it's Cooper. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
They run on first down with Jackson. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
And they'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
58 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Here's Pacheco once again.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
4 yards the pickup, first down. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
A handoff now for Pacheco. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third.
Here's Daniels. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
Working out of the gun, Daniels.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's good for 28 yards.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right, then angle his way up the field, and a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco
with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together.
Jackson's got it over the middle. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts.
as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one.
Five wide. Alert! What's that?
Allen now looks to throw. Throw downfield, going to be taken in by Jackson. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Here's Allen to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
To the air, Allen eluding the pressure right. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. Now a give, right side. Cooper. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 116 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Looking left side, and it's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 12-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
Half 85. What's that?
Throwing now is Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and run for it. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Now Daniels going to give it up on the touch pass. Fighting him off. And he'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco.
And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Play action, now it's Daniels. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Seahawks send out their punter. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. With it is Jackson. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Cooper. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
Now Allen.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 3rd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Alert! Hey, home. Look out!
To throw, it's Allen. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Out! Off 52. Monday. Look out!
One final try here for Allen.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
And the young buck, the rookie, just racked up his first career interception.
And how about the scouting department? They've got to be very happy right now because in NFL parlance, he's a 3rd-day selection. Anyone after the 4th round, that's big-time scouting right there. And what a great play he just made.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
And this is the worry because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up, and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Daniels.
They'll set up the screen to Pacheco.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. Down the right sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Isaiah Pacheco.
A 13-yard touchdown run.
And the Seahawks add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14.
Next to score is Seahawks 42, Giants 28.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
There's a short one caught by Johnson.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
That's good for a Giants first down.
Allen.
That's caught left side by Neighbors.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Going deep downfield for Ross. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10.
What's that?
Back to throw. Allen. It's caught. Cooper. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Now Allen going to change it up.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Right back to Cooper, and he got him again. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Now Allen, gotta have this one. That is caught, and they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
It fights him off.
Hyatt has got it.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And again, it's Allen.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Metcalf motions left. To the air goes Daniels.
Now they go screen. It's complete. Gets around him.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Now a whistle and a timeout defensively. Trying to stop it, and they do with 2 seconds to go prior to the 2-minute warning.
Second and 7, operating from the 34. Again, it's Pacheco.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Run with Pacheco.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10.
Here's 1st and 10. Allen. He's got his man. It's Hyatt.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
Here comes 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Throwing, Allen.
Flushed out right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
They've got his man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 72 yards.
And the Giants have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Butker on for the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. Oh, were the Giants able to recover? Yes. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
Middle. Miller.
Here's Allen.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jackson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Final minute. No timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Now Allen.
He'll hit Jackson, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
To throw is Allen. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
Allen.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him, but even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
He'll rifle this one deep right side, and it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Seahawks are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.